In today's analysis, we're going to look at a Planetside 2 attack that we had at Andvari Frozen Reservoir. We had just taken Pale Canyon when we got Bravo Squad to land on point and start hacking this one. The territory itself was cut off from the VS territories by us taking Pale Canyon, and TR was holding in the biolab and requesting support. So I didn't want to go into the biolab itself because the biolab already had 55% TR. And I think it's ridiculous to call for support at that amount. But this territory still had about 12 to 24 VS in it when we approached it, and I felt like it might be a good base for us to take. So one thing of note I want to start off with is when you're playing an infiltrator in your squad, the importance of getting that radar beacon on the ground so that you can get some information. That's something you'll see throughout this video that I do try and do pretty continually. Anytime it gets shot or EMP'd down, or we do a redrop, you'll see me do that pretty much the very first thing. Now, in terms of where we're holding positions at first, I think where we're holding is sort of scattered at first here. We have no real indication of a strong location that we want to hold. I think because the VS didn't have a great air presence, we probably could have held up top at first and get better eyes on the VS coming in. Now you can see them approaching here, and I believe the call out goes for Alpha Squad, which I had off station after they captured Pale Canyon, to come on in. I was hoping there was the option of, if no VS come to this location to try and kick us off this point, to send that Alpha Squad to another location. But I quickly see that we're starting to get overwhelmed with our 5-man squad here. Importantly, you can also see the importance of backing up when we are getting pressured so heavily. And in timing that with Alpha coming back, we managed to stay alive a little longer and give all of us, both squads, a better chance. I did also want to mention the importance of when you are dropping, going down together. You can see this Alpha person that went down first without grouping up with the rest of us as a cohesive force, just went down and died without a good push behind him. And, you know, it didn't really harm us here, but it's definitely something to think about when we're facing a much stronger force against us. So here we are, we've reclaimed the second level again. Everything's pretty hectic right now. I'm trying to get an indication of where I need to send troops because we are getting surrounded. One of the biggest concerns for me generally in these triple stack buildings is the rooftop, particularly when we don't have any Galaxy or any other support coming out, or Sunders, because we have to control the rooftop in order to control our spawn beacons. So you can see me positioning myself to try and cover the rooftop a little bit here, and you'll see me react to a concern that I had about it. Now, quite honestly, if there wasn't me and I can't see who that was, but if we weren't there to defend against that light assault, we immediately would have lost that drop beacon. As it is, though, the numbers of VS that we were facing here grew quite significantly, quite quickly. So there was no real holding this fight, but you could see that because we did worry about our rear here, we didn't get flanked by those light assaults, we didn't have instant death from behind, and we managed to get at least another 20 seconds of recap and fighting. Now, what I'm doing here is actually where I would say I was making a mistake. So I passed spawn beacon to Warbird to try and get us regrouped and landing, but honestly at this point the fight is already done. The VS have won the second level, getting everyone up and are in a giant ball. Persistence is a value to have in Planetside 2, but knowing when the fight is done is also one. And in this situation, this was just a really bad idea to try and force the issue, because I did see that the pop was above 65%, I believe, in VS favor. So that's pretty much all I have to say about this. What I would also say actually about that last point quickly is anytime you can get 65% to 35% pop disadvantage, you've done your job, particularly on attack. And I felt like we did a very good job of attacking that in order to bring that kind of population to us. So that's it for this video. If you have any comments or anything you want me to cover in future videos, please let me know. I'm going to continue doing these short analysis videos for our Planetside 2 operations in the future. So stay tuned for those, and I will see you in the next video.